Here are the top 10 most expensive foods in the world. 1. Beluga caviar, $7,000 per kilogram. 2. White truffles, $2,000 per pound. 3. Saffron, $500 to $5,000 per pound. 4. Wagyu beef, up to $200 per pound. 5. Kopi Luwak coffee, up to $700 per pound. 6. Matsutek mushrooms, up to $1,000 per pound. 7. Fugu, blowfish, up to $200 per plate. 8. Alma's caviar, $25,000 per kilogram. 9. Yubari king melons, up to $30,000 per pair. 10. Densuk watermelon, up to $6,000 per melon. It's worth noting that the prices of these foods can vary greatly depending on factors such as availability, quality, and location. Beluga caviar is expensive for several reasons. Rarity. The beluga sturgeon, which produces this type of caviar, is considered an endangered species and is protected under international law. It can take up to 20 years for a female beluga sturgeon to reach maturity and produce eggs, which makes the supply of beluga caviar limited. Taste and texture. Beluga caviar is prized for its large, delicate, and creamy eggs that have a distinctive buttery and nutty flavor. The eggs are also known for their silky texture and exquisite mouthfeel. Production process. Harvesting beluga caviar is a delicate and time-consuming process. The eggs must be carefully extracted from the sturgeon without harming the fish, and then cleaned, sorted, and packed by hand. Prestige. Beluga caviar has long been associated with luxury and exclusivity, and it is often served at high-end events and to discerning clientele. The high price tag of beluga caviar adds to its allure and exclusivity, making it a sought-after delicacy. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of beluga caviar, and it remains one of the most expensive foods in the world. White truffles are expensive for several reasons. Rarity. White truffles are very rare, and they grow only in certain regions of Italy, particularly in the Piedmont region. They are also only available for a few months each year, typically from September to December. The scarcity of white truffles makes them highly sought after, and their price can be driven up by supply and demand. Labor-intensive harvesting. White truffles must be hunted and harvested by hand, as they grow underground and are difficult to locate. Truffle hunters often use trained dogs or pigs to help them locate the truffles, and then carefully extract them from the ground without damaging them. This process is labor-intensive and time-consuming, which also contributes to the high cost of white truffles. Aroma and flavor. White truffles are prized for their pungent aroma and rich, earthy flavor, which are difficult to replicate with other ingredients. They are often used to enhance the flavor of simple dishes, such as pasta or risotto, and their distinctive taste and aroma make them a luxury ingredient in high-end cuisine. Prestige. Like beluga caviar, white truffles have long been associated with luxury and exclusivity, and they are often served in high-end restaurants and at special events. The high price tag of white truffles adds to their exclusivity and prestige, making them a sought-after delicacy. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of white truffles, and they remain one of the most expensive foods in the world. Saffron is expensive for several reasons. Labor-intensive harvesting. Saffron is the dried stigma of the Crocus sativus flower, which must be handpicked by workers. Each flower only produces 3 stigmas, which must be carefully harvested and then dried. This process is very labor-intensive, as it takes thousands of flowers to produce just a few ounces of saffron. Rarity. Saffron is also rare, as it only grows in certain regions and climates. The vast majority of saffron is produced in Iran, but it is also grown in other countries such as Spain, Greece, and India. However, the limited supply of saffron, particularly of high-quality saffron, makes it more expensive. Health benefits and culinary uses. Saffron has been used for centuries in traditional medicine and culinary arts. It is known for its unique flavor and aroma, as well as its bright yellow color. Saffron is used to flavor and color a variety of dishes, from risotto to paella to desserts. It is also believed to have a range of health benefits, such as reducing inflammation and improving mood. Prestige. Like other luxury foods, saffron has a reputation for exclusivity and prestige. It is often used in high-end cuisine and is a symbol of luxury and sophistication. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of saffron, which is one of the most expensive spices in the world. The high price tag of saffron adds to its exclusivity and prestige, making it a sought-after ingredient in high-end cuisine and a luxury item for many. Wagyu beef is expensive for several reasons. Quality and taste. Wagyu beef is known for its exceptional quality, which comes from its unique genetic makeup and the way it is raised. The meat is heavily marbled with fat, which gives it a tender, buttery texture and a rich, juicy flavor. The high quality of the meat and its distinct taste make it a sought-after delicacy. Rarity. Wagyu cattle are relatively rare, and they are primarily raised in Japan, where they are protected by strict breeding and production regulations. The limited supply of Wagyu beef, particularly outside of Japan, makes it more expensive. Production process. The production process for Wagyu beef is labor-intensive and time-consuming. The cattle are raised in a stress-free environment, fed a specialized diet, and given plenty of exercise, which can take up to 2 years or more. The result is a meat that is more expensive to produce than conventional beef. Prestige. Like beluga caviar and white truffles, Wagyu beef has a reputation for luxury and exclusivity, which can drive up the price. It is often served in high-end restaurants and to discerning customers who are willing to pay a premium for the unique taste and quality of the meat. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of Wagyu beef, and it remains one of the most expensive meats in the world. Kopi Luwak coffee is expensive for several reasons. Scarcity. Kopi Luwak coffee is produced in small quantities, as it is made from coffee beans that are eaten and then excreted by the Asian palm civet, a small mammal native to Southeast Asia. Because the process of collecting and processing the beans is labor-intensive and time-consuming, the supply of Kopi Luwak coffee is limited, which drives up the price. Unique taste. Kopi Luwak coffee has a unique flavor that comes from the beans being partially digested by the civet. The enzymes in the civet's digestive tract break down the proteins in the coffee beans, resulting in a smoother, less bitter taste. The unique taste and rarity of Kopi Luwak coffee make it a sought-after delicacy. Production process. The production process for Kopi Luwak coffee is labor-intensive and time-consuming. The beans must be collected from the civet's droppings, thoroughly cleaned, and then roasted. The entire process is done by hand, which adds to the cost. Prestige. Like other luxury foods, Kopi Luwak coffee has a reputation for exclusivity and prestige. It is often served in high-end restaurants and to discerning customers who are willing to pay a premium for the unique taste and rarity of the coffee. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of Kopi Luwak coffee, and it remains one of the most expensive coffees in the world. However, it's worth noting that some ethical concerns have been raised about the production of Kopi Luwak coffee, particularly in relation to the treatment of civets in captivity. As a result, some coffee lovers choose to avoid it. Matsutake mushrooms are expensive for several reasons. Rarity. Matsutake mushrooms are a rare and highly sought-after delicacy that only grows in certain regions and under specific conditions. They are primarily found in Japan, Korea, and China, as well as parts of the Pacific Northwest in the United States. The limited supply of Matsutake mushrooms, particularly of high-quality ones, makes them more expensive. Seasonal availability. Matsutake mushrooms have a short growing season, which lasts from late summer to early fall. This limited availability further contributes to their high price. Difficult to cultivate. Unlike many other types of mushrooms, Matsutake mushrooms are difficult to cultivate. They grow in the wild and require a specific set of conditions, including specific types of trees and soil, to flourish. This makes them more difficult to grow in large quantities, further driving up their price. Cultural significance. Matsutake mushrooms are deeply ingrained in Japanese and other East Asian cultures, where they are seen as a symbol of luxury and a prized ingredient for traditional dishes. The cultural significance of Matsutake mushrooms adds to their prestige and price. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of Matsutake mushrooms, which are considered one of the most expensive and sought-after mushrooms in the world. The high price tag of Matsutake mushrooms adds to their exclusivity and prestige, making them a sought-after ingredient in high-end cuisine and a luxury item for many. Fugu, also known as blowfish, is expensive for several reasons. Potential toxicity. Fugu is a highly toxic fish that contains a deadly poison called tetrodotoxin, which can be fatal if consumed in large amounts. Preparing fugu for consumption requires specialized training and licensing, as the poison is concentrated in certain parts of the fish, such as the liver, ovaries, and skin. The risk associated with consuming fugu, as well as the specialized training required to prepare it safely, contributes to its high price. Rarity. Fugu is primarily found in Japan, although it is also caught in other parts of the world. However, the limited supply of fugu, particularly of high-quality fugu, makes it more expensive. Cultural significance. Fugu is a delicacy in Japan, where it has been consumed for centuries. It is often served in high-end restaurants and is considered a symbol of luxury and sophistication. The cultural significance of fugu adds to its prestige and price. Labor-intensive preparation. Preparing fugu for consumption is a labor-intensive process that requires specialized skills and equipment. The poison must be carefully removed from the fish, and the flesh must be prepared in a specific way to ensure that it is safe to eat. This process adds to the cost of fugu. Alma's caviar is expensive for several reasons. Rarity. Alma's caviar is produced from the eggs of the beluga sturgeon, which is one of the largest and rarest sturgeon species in the world. The beluga sturgeon is primarily found in the Caspian Sea, which is one of the few places where it is still legally fished. The limited supply of beluga sturgeon, particularly of high-quality specimens, makes Alma's caviar more expensive. Aging process. Alma's caviar is aged for several years in a special container made from the bark of the mulberry tree. This aging process gives the caviar a unique flavor and texture, but it also adds to its cost. Exclusivity. Alma's caviar is produced in very limited quantities and is only available from a few select suppliers. Its exclusivity and rarity add to its prestige and price. Presentation. Alma's caviar is often presented in a unique and luxurious manner, such as in a tin made from 24-karat gold or served on a bed of ice. The presentation and packaging of Alma's caviar add to its exclusivity and price. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of Alma's caviar, which is considered one of the most expensive and sought-after types of caviar in the world. The high price tag of Alma's caviar adds to its exclusivity and prestige, making it a sought-after ingredient in high-end cuisine and a luxury item for many. Yubari king melons are a type of muskmelon grown in the Yubari region of Japan, and they are known for their sweet flavor and juicy texture. They are expensive for several reasons. Rarity. Yubari king melons are grown in a small region of Japan and are only available for a short period each year, typically from May to July. The limited supply of Yubari king melons, particularly of high-quality ones, makes them more expensive. High-quality, Yubari king melons are considered a premium fruit, and they are carefully grown and handpicked to ensure that only the highest quality fruit is sold. They are often inspected for blemishes and imperfections, and only the best specimens are chosen for sale. This attention to quality adds to the cost of Yubari king melons. Presentation. Yubari king melons are often presented in a luxurious and elegant manner, such as in a decorative box or wrapped in tissue paper. The presentation and packaging of Yubari King melons add to their exclusivity and price. Cultural significance. Yubari King melons are deeply ingrained in Japanese culture, where they are seen as a symbol of luxury and a prized gift to give to friends, family, or business associates. The cultural significance of Yubari King melons adds to their prestige and price. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of Yubari King melons, which are considered one of the most expensive fruits in the world. Dentsuke watermelon is a type of watermelon grown in the Hokkaido region of Japan, and it is known for its deep, dark green rind and sweet, juicy flesh. It is expensive for several reasons. Rarity. Dentsuke watermelon is only grown in a small region of Hokkaido, and the production is limited to just a few hundred each year. The limited supply of Dentsuke watermelon, particularly of high-quality specimens, makes them more expensive. High-quality, Dentsuke watermelon is carefully grown and handpicked to ensure that only the highest quality fruit is sold. The fruit is inspected for blemishes and imperfections, and only the best specimens are chosen for sale. This attention to quality adds to the cost of Dentsuke watermelon. Unique appearance. Dentsuke watermelon has a distinctive, dark green rind that is almost black in color. Its unique appearance and rarity make it a desirable and sought-after fruit. Cultural significance. Dentsuke watermelon is deeply ingrained in Japanese culture, where it is seen as a symbol of luxury and a prized gift to give to friends, family, or business associates. The cultural significance of Dentsuke watermelon adds to its prestige and price. All of these factors contribute to the high cost of Dentsuke watermelon, which is considered one of the most expensive fruits in the world. The high price tag of Dentsuke watermelon adds to its exclusivity and prestige, making it a sought-after ingredient in high-end cuisine and a luxury item for many.